Why are cars so expensive now? It's the question echoing in every dealership, every financing office, and every frustrated buyer's mind. From compact sedans to electric SUVs, prices have skyrocketed, making what was once a middle-class purchase feel like a luxury dream. But what really happened? Is it greed, inflation, technology, or something far deeper? Welcome to Moto Tech Homes, where today we break down the shocking truth behind why modern cars cost more than ever before, and whether prices will ever come down again. The price shock. Let's start with the cold reality. In the US, the average new car now costs over $47,000, up nearly 30% in just 5 years. A decade ago, you could drive home a brand new sedan for under $25,000. Now, even compact models flirt with $30,000. So what changed? It's not just inflation, it's an evolution of the entire industry. Cars have transformed from simple machines into rolling computers, packed with technology, sensors, and software that add thousands to the final price tag. And yet, buyers are still lining up to pay. Technology. The double-edged sword. Once upon a time, cars were about horsepower, steel, and leather. Now, they're about chips, cameras, and AI. From massive touchscreens to self-driving features, modern vehicles rely on semiconductors, the same chips used in smartphones and gaming consoles. When the global chip shortage hit during the pandemic, production stalled, factories shut down, assembly lines stopped, and the few cars that did roll out, their prices soared. Even as chip supply recovers, car makers haven't gone back to basics, because consumers now expect the tech. We want lane assist, adaptive cruise, smart infotainment, and advanced safety suites. All of that costs money, not just to build, but to license, program, and maintain. In short, we demanded the future, and the bill finally came due. The pandemic aftershock COVID didn't just disrupt supply chains, it rewired them. Car plants closed, shipping lanes jammed, and raw materials became scarce. By the time production restarted, costs for steel, lithium, aluminum, and microchips had exploded. Dealers, facing short supply, stopped discounting and started charging more. Some even added market adjustment fees, thousands of dollars over sticker price. And as consumers panicked about shortages, demand shot through the roof. Ironically, even with fewer cars being built, profits hit record highs for automakers. Because scarcity created a seller's market, and buyers had little choice but to pay. EV revolution, clean but costly. Electric cars were supposed to make driving cheaper. But in the short term, they've done the opposite. Why? Batteries. The lithium-ion packs that power EVs are incredibly expensive to produce, costing anywhere from $10,000 to $25,000 per vehicle. Add in complex cooling systems, high-voltage architecture, and rare materials like cobalt and nickel, and you've got a recipe for rising costs. Tesla, Rivian, Lucid, and others are pushing innovation forward, but scaling that tech is slow and costly. Even legacy automakers like Ford and GM are struggling to make their EVs profitable at mass scale. And while the government offers tax credits, those don't change the fact that the average EV now costs around $55,000, far above the old gasoline average. The EV revolution is real, but like any new technology, consumers are footing the early bill. Safety and regulation. Here, is something most buyers don't realize. Safety regulations have quietly reshaped how cars are built. Every model sold today must pass stricter crash tests, pedestrian protection standards, and cybersecurity requirements. That means thicker steel, more airbags, stronger frames, and new safety software, all of which increase production costs. And because every system needs to be tested and certified, development takes longer, which means more money spent before a single car hits the road. Yes, cars today are safer than ever. But safety isn't free. Software subscriptions, the new money machine. Now let's talk about something that feels almost dystopian: software subscriptions. Car makers have realized they can make more profit after selling you the car. Want heated seats? That's $10 a month. Extra horsepower? Unlockable via app. Remote start, advanced navigation, even acceleration boosts, all behind a digital paywall. These features-as-a-service models are marketed as optional, but they inflate the overall ownership cost dramatically. The average new car today may start at 40K, but with software, packages, and add-ons, the real cost easily climbs 20 to 30% higher over time. The car is no longer just a product, it's a platform, and you're the subscriber. Supply chain, chaos and global politics. Behind every shiny showroom floor lies a web of international logistics. From lithium mines in Africa to chip fabs in Taiwan, today's vehicles rely on global coordination. When one link breaks, like shipping delays in the Red Sea or new tariffs between countries, the entire system shakes. Prices rise before cars even reach the factory. China, now the world's EV powerhouse, dominates battery and chip manufacturing. Tensions between the US and China have added tariffs, limiting supply and driving up prices. Every geopolitical ripple is now reflected in your car payment. Consumer expectation and design creep. There's another truth, one that's uncomfortable. We, the buyers, are part of the reason cars cost more. Over the past decade, our expectations changed. We want panoramic sunroofs, massive touchscreens, premium interiors, and zero engine noise. Even entry-level cars now come with features that used to belong to luxury models. As automakers added those upgrades, average prices followed. The cheap car quietly disappeared, replaced by entry-level luxury. In short, we didn't just want transportation, we wanted experience. And experience has a price. The dealership model. Let's not forget dealerships. In the traditional car buying model, dealers act as middlemen, taking a cut on every sale, warranty, and financing deal. The system adds overhead, markups, and hidden fees that compound across thousands of buyers. Tesla tried to break this model with direct sales, but franchise laws in many US states still favor dealerships. Until that changes, middlemen will keep adding cost layers that consumers can't avoid. The inflation effect. Finally, there's the one factor that touches everything: inflation. From raw materials to shipping, from factory wages to electricity, everything costs more. Even the basic logistics of building and delivering a car are pricier than they were pre-pandemic. The auto industry isn't immune, it's magnified, because every small increase multiplies through suppliers, manufacturers, and dealers, ending at your monthly payment. The future. Will prices ever come down? So, will cars ever get cheaper again? The short answer, not anytime soon. Yes, production is stabilizing. Yes, new EV platforms will become more efficient. And yes, companies like Tesla, BYD, and Rivian are racing to deliver affordable models under $25,000. But the auto world has changed forever. Cars are now rolling computers, complex, connected, and costly to create. While efficiency will improve, baseline prices will likely stay high, especially as new safety and AI regulations kick in. Still, there's hope. Battery recycling, open-source tech, and cheaper raw materials could eventually make EVs more accessible. But the $20,000 new car? That might soon be a relic of the past. So, the next time someone asks why cars are so expensive, remember, it's not just inflation, greed, or hype, it's evolution. We're paying not just for machines, but for technology, safety, and the future itself. Thanks for watching Mototech Homes, your home for cinematic AI-powered automotive stories. Don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into the future of mobility. From electric cars to self-driving revolutions. Which factor do you think caused prices to explode? Comment below, and let's talk about it. Because the future of driving is here, and it's getting pricier than ever.